I'm Barclay Thompson. I'm the rector, which is the head priest and pastor at St. Mark's Episcopal Church.
My name is Jackie Bushore, and I'm the pastor at Faith Lutheran Church.
And I'm Roy Smith, and I'm the pastor at Trinity United Methodist Church.
We came together because when the food pantry was needing a new home, the various congregations had worked at the food pantry in its prior iteration. It was looking for a new home. We had the space here at St. Mark's, but we didn't feel like it was a ministry that we could take on or needed to take on solely. And so these partner congregations all came together, and it is not St. Mark's Food Pantry, it is the food pantry at St. Mark's, because it is a full ministry of all three of our congregations together.
Faith is by far the smallest congregation of the three, and we are small but mighty, but there's no way that we would be able to do something of this scale on our own. So the ability to be able to partner together with some of our friends and other congregations who are nearby is the only thing that allows us to be able to be a part of a ministry like this and be a part of the impact that it's making on the community.
Breadth of operation here beyond just here's a sack of food. And that couldn't happen, I don't think, without the broadest support that we have.
And it's important to note that our three congregations are proximate. St. Mark's and Trinity are just across the street from one another, and our Lutheran brothers and sisters are just down the street. And so it made collaborative sense because we're neighborhood partners. Our greatest opportunity for change is local. And that means our local community and the way we collaborate with the food bank, but it also means literally our neighborhood. And so the ability for the three congregations to come together and become the home for the food pantry made sense because we're neighbors.
There was a gentleman that came in one day, and I happened to be there where they were distributing. The young man had just gotten a new job as a welder and had an emergency appendectomy the weekend before he started. And he couldn't work for 6 weeks. And he came and said, I need help, and I can't believe I haven't asked for it. And the kindness of the people that didn't say, well, you don't deserve this, or how'd you get in this mess? None of that. How can we help? And he was able to come for 6 straight weeks. And then he was past the crisis for him. But here's the other part. A couple of months later, he brought food to share at the food pantry. Because sometimes we get the false impression that people are just here, but there's always a story about why you're in a situation where you are. People that are working jobs and 2 jobs without enough pay. It's the broken down automobile. It's the emergency medical crisis. Everyone has a story, and it's a story that matters, and it breaks their hearts often that they're not able to, but it also warms their hearts that they're able to come here.
Food insecurity can hit anyone. In fact, we may think that we're secure, but the tornado coming through, for instance, a couple of years ago, that can push someone into acute food insecurity.
Absolutely.
Someone who would never have imagined that they'll be in line at a food pantry. One of the great things about what we're able to do at our food pantry also is that we truly treat each family individually. We don't pre-make a set bag and give to our clients. Some clients need diapers, some clients need dog food, some clients need a particular amount of fresh fruit, and we treat each client individually. It's almost like in Little House on the Prairie when you'd walk into Mr. Olson's store and you'd tell him what you needed and he finds it on the shelf. That's how we treat the families that come through here. Our families are not a number, they're not nameless and faithless. Our interviewers get to know them. My wife is an interviewer when she can get off work, and she gets to know particular families, and we reach out to them as individuals. One week we may have a surplus, but the next week there may be nothing. But we always know that the Arkansas Food Bank is going to be there, and no matter what, we're going to be able to sustain those in need here because you sustain us.